This time you crossed the line.
What's up YouTube IPS aka InProgressStudio, back with another video on how to draw the head sphere within a sphere. So what I discussed in the last video is that we're going to be working on approximately 6 other spheres before moving on to the jaw. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for this video. It's going to be really short, not too much information or knowledge to grab from, but yeah, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and hit the bell notifications for more video for later future content. Alright, so here we are back in Photoshop where we left off, and I think I'm gonna first start out with erasing this black line right here, just to clean up this little artboard a little bit. And just gonna select this layer and shrink it down. I'll turn the other one on just to see how much. And that was from video 1. Okay, so I'm just gonna shrink it down a little bit, resize it so they're basically the same size. Yeah, that's good. And I'm just gonna hide that one, Oh, I'm gonna erase some of these on here so it looks cleaner. Same for that one. Turn back the reference sheet on. And close that one, and create a new layer for this new one. Since we're only going to be doing 6, I'm just going to mark the 6 that we're doing. So it's going to be these 6 under here. Number them so I don't get lost like I did in the last video. I'm positive I did get lost. Or actually, we're doing 7, and I think this one was the one that got skipped out, so I'm gonna mark this one as 1. This one is 3, 4, 5, or actually they're 8. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. Huh. Guess I can't count. But yeah, we're gonna be going through 7 of these. Hopefully I don't take too long on this. Trying not to, but bear with me. And just like the last video, I'm going to be doing this. If I want to fill something in throughout, I'll just pop right in. The rest is gonna be a speed lapse video. So yeah, let's get started. So that was the first one, and take notice that how I was a little bit having difficulty with this first one right here. I don't know what was going through my head at the time. I just go with it, but I think it's mainly the circle, and sometimes I can always get discouraged by how I draw the circle, and I continue Control-Z, Control-0, just erase part of it. But in the end, it's never going to be perfect, or is going to be perfect sometimes, depending on how you draw a circle. And that's number 2. Yeah, it's not too pretty, but the general idea of how to draw the head is what we're trying to go for. You can worry about how good it looks when you would say that you can move on to the next step of drawing. I would say improving yourself on how everything works instead of looks at this very moment. And that's mainly what I'm focusing on as well. Just getting the general basic of how the spheres form, the faces that you can find on it, which indicates where the jaw is, the eyes, the eyebrows, nose, basically everything. Then we're moving on to number 4. This one in particular I always have trouble with because of the sphere on the sides. I don't know how many people will have good luck with this one on their first go, but with time I think you would get better at that. Okay, I would like to talk about this one a little bit because there are a lot of parts on this which confuses me, especially this part that I'm working on now, and this side. When you look at the reference sheet, you could tell that there's a lot of things that are off about it, especially the angle, and that's probably one of the biggest things that I cannot replicate when looking at this, is the angle of that other sphere. I mean, with the finished piece, it somewhat looks like it, but then you look at it for a little bit of time and then you can notice that the angle is a little bit off, and that's okay, but it's not far from perfect. And that's why I tend to just draw a second one over and over, so I can get that little repetition in with my hand muscles. And that's number 4. In some sense this one kinda looks like it, but then you have the underneath, which has much deeper of a curve, and then you have this first one that I drew that has yeah, I think it's the sphere again. So that's number 4. Next up is number 5, which is the same sphere but looking at a different angle. And there you have number 5. Generally for me, these ones always are the ones that give me just that difficult problem with those cuts. Yeah, it shapes like a head, it somewhat looks like a head, but then you just, I don't know, it just looks off in my eyes. And there you have it, number 7 completed. I'm just gonna resize it, move them over to the set right here. And then let's number them, just so we can have a general idea of how it went down. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and number 7. Alright, so that will be it. This is the end of the how to draw a sphere within a sphere tutorial. Final video, and now we get to move on drawing the jawline on these amounts of spheres that we've been drawing, so we could get a little bit closer to drawing a head. And this is what we're gonna be working on in the next video. Hoping that you guys can catch it. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification for more upcoming video, and IPS aka InProgressStudio out.